What is going on, guys? It's your boy Emo Fisherman back with another PokeMMO Lunar New Year 2026 raid guide. And today I'm bringing you the very difficult Slaking raid and how to defeat this once and for all. Guys, I don't know about you, but this one has been taking me many attempts to defeat. And I finally realized that the only way you're probably ever going to beat this raid is if you have a team of people that you're actually talking to. If you just queue up with randoms, even if you are doing everything right, you're probably not going to get a team that does as well. So, first and foremost, you're going to want to find a team in the global chat or somewhere, even if people just standing around the queue. You're going to want to find a team that you can all get in a link together and work on your strategy together. Now, with that being said, if you follow the following strategy that I'm about to give you guys, and the team uses that, you guys should be good to go. So, right off the bat, you'll notice that one of my teammates had a Sableye, that used Wonder Room. This is going to switch Slaking's defense and special defense abilities. This is really important because he has extremely high defense and not nearly as high special defense. So, if you're bringing all fighting mons, as I recommend, then you're going to want his defense to be low. So, the Sableye's there to use Wonder Room, and somebody else in turn 1 has to use their Murkrow to use a Tailwind. Another thing to keep in mind is that between the 4 of you, you're going to want 2 total Pokemon that can use Wonder Room and 2 total Pokemon that can use Tailwind. Now, in the beginning, you're going to want to use Sableye and Murkrow because their abilities allow them to do these things without being touched first. But once Slaking gets below, I believe, around 40% HP, he does this thing where he suppresses everyone's abilities on the field. So, for your second Pokemon that know Wonder Room and Tailwind, just make sure that they're fast enough to get those moves up before they can get hit. Other than that, though, if you guys follow that strategy, you're going to have basically everyone else doing DPS. One thing to consider as well with your Gallade, their ability is to have slicing moves do 50% more damage. So when he uses his suppression on people's abilities, that's obviously going to go out of play. So if you're bringing a Gallade, as you should bring a Gallade to this fight, and you're using Sacred Sword, you probably want to use that as like one of your first Pokemon in turn 1 or turn 2. That is basically it. If you noticed in the beginning, we were lucky enough where our Sableye user was able to use Wonder Room and he didn't die. And he was able to use Trick as well and switch his Flame Orb and give that to Slaking. Now that was massive because not only did that take away his Expert Belt, but it also gave him the Flame Orb, which not only burns him and takes away a little bit of HP each turn, but it also lowers Slaking's attack. So that'll make the first half of the fight or so pretty easy before he winds up healing himself, or, getting rid of his status ailment, as all of these raids do. But, so yeah, that's basically it. I would advise you guys to watch the whole video, not just because it helps me, but also because I think it would help you, just in case I missed anything, and you can get a good idea of what your teams can look like and things like that. Not only are you going to be bringing fighting types to this, but you want to bring good ones. Like, you want to bring ones that have really high attack and really high speed stats, so that you can overpower. Now, I know you're going to be having teammates set a Tailwind. Like I said, you're going to have someone use it right in the beginning, and then once Wonder Room and Tailwind wear off, you're going to have your teammates send in their other Wonder Room Pokemon and their other Tailwind Pokemon and have them do their thing. But with that being said, it does still help to have Pokemon with high speed stats, and obviously as high of attack as you could possibly get. There's certain fighting Pokemon that are better than others for sure. If you want to look at the ones we're using here, I think you could definitely use that as a good guide and as a good reference. But that is basically it. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention, actually. It's very crucial that you do this, actually. You want to use Screech against this Slaking. You're about to notice that this guy's Lucario uses Screech a couple of times. It is very vital, and I should have mentioned it earlier, but in addition to just the Wonder Room, the Tailwind, and the DPS, you want to have at least one person, preferably 2 people each, bring Pokemon that are capable of using Screech. What this does is it lowers Slaking's defense, and that'll allow your DPS mons to hit that much harder. So again, don't forget to use Screech as well, because that'll make a massive difference. Now I think I got everything out of the way, so I'm going to let you guys finish this video, and if you could, please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy. Peace.